We're witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime event, the flooding of Karitunda Lake Eyre. Only 2 days ago, you could walk out to this piece of land. No longer, water's risen so quickly and it's continuing to rise. Flooded outback phenomena in this episode of Travel Oz. G'day, welcome. I'm Greg Granger.
We're beginning our journey to see the floodwaters reaching Karitunda Lake Eyre from Broken Hill. We're in the hands of the renowned Aussie adventurer Greg Mortimer, first Aussie to summit Mount Everest. He's flying us today in his Cessna 182 Northwest, and this trip in itself is an eye-opener. First formations we spot are the formidable Flinders Ranges.
Yes, I think you've got to get in the air to fully understand the Flinders.
Yes.
The dynamics of the twisting and folding of rocks, which fascinated Douglas Mawson and is a geological wonderland because of the complex way all the rocks are twisted and folded and formed.
Next, the lake we've come to see. Not flooded yet in the southern part, but it soon will be.
We're seeing the southern part of Karitunda Lake Eyre is still salty. A little bit of water.
Yes, that's extraordinary, isn't it? That
Yeah.
the southern Lake Eyre, Karitunda, is still white, like a snowfield of salt.
It does. It
And
looks
then-
like I'm in the snowfields, you're right.
And then when you get to Karitunda North, Lake Eyre North, it's an inland sea, like azure blue from horizon to horizon.
Touchdown is at a tiny isolated settlement known as William Creek. Greg's been here 5 times before.
There's just this little toehold on the edge of the deserts and that great expanse of salt lakes and
Yeah. So close to, this is the town at this part of the world and the town for Karitunda Lake Eyre.
Indeed it is, yeah.
William Creek. It's a quirky little place I want to explore before getting to the flooded lake.
What a sleepy little town William Creek is. Now, the population at the height of summer, only two people. It swells to 30 now, this time of the year, with a couple of hundred tourists visiting overnight to see the flooded Lake Eyre. William Creek is a town of such eccentricities. Look at this, a parking metre. No cars. There's a 9-hole golf course, teeing off in the mulga. Or you can have a driving lesson in this broken down, battered Toyota. First lesson, free. William Creek, home to Australia's only Royal Flying Doctor Service telehealth service, which means self-administered. There's no staff here. You ring a remote operator. They'll talk you through what treatments you need to take, and if the snake bite or whatever is so serious, they'll bring in the plane and fly you out for further treatment.
Then it's on to William Creek's historic 1887 pub.
And inside the bar here at the William Creek Hotel, so much character. Every single post, the ceiling, every wall covered in paraphernalia. There's business cards, there's boots, there's hats. This guy's left his driver's licence. So what do? You take your business card, you slip it in there.
On the day of our visit, the pub is packed. Visitors have travelled from all over Australia to see the flooded lake, some from as far afield as Western Australia. And they're overlooking as patrons a painting of a man dubbed as the Mayor of William Creek, Trevor Wright. Next day, we meet up with Trevor Wright out on the flooded lake.
Trevor, how many years have you been out here?
About 32 now.
And you would have seen the different faces many times of this lake.
Oh, definitely. From being bone dry and crystal clear
Yeah.
through to what we're seeing now. And what we're seeing now is very unique.
This is the deepest point of Australia, is it not?
It is at about 18 metres below sea level. You're looking at it now. Seeing it fill, to think that there's 2 to 3 metres of water sitting out there at the moment, and it'll increase from that. And we're starting to see this whole new ecosystem develop out here in the driest part of the driest continent. Just coming out here and viewing it every so often, it's just amazing. You know, if you've got the chance to actually get out here, you really need to come out and have a look. Just the expanse of it, the colour. What's so good about it, it's the most pristine inland river system in the world that actually fills it. And it's the 5th biggest silage lake, which means that when the water stops, the buck stops here, or the water stops here. It's just an amazing event. I think we are so lucky in this country to be able to experience it, and experience in such a pristine condition.
Before new floodwaters reach Lake Eyre, previous waters have evaporated, leaving a rock-hard surface of brilliant white salt, as I've reported in a previous episode.
It truly is a desolate place out here in the centre of Lake Eyre. A heartless place, really. Everywhere you look, an endless horizon, not a tree, not a bush, and all you can see is this endless plain of white gypsum and salt. And you can't penetrate it if you're looking for water. It's just so hard. No water and high temperatures. Temperatures up to 60 degrees in the height of summer.
On our current visit, we see big numbers of fascinated travellers visit the lake every day. The caravan park is brimming with them.
It's something you cannot describe to people what it is until you physically see what it is. It is just mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. When you're looking at across the water and it just goes to nowhere, you know, it's just something else.
Water to the horizon, eh?
Yeah. It's a surreal landscape because you don't expect that much water in an area where there, theory, shouldn't be water.
Would have thought you were at the ocean because of the seagulls, the terns.
So you've got to the lake, looks like the ocean,
Yep.
seen the bird life.
Yep. Then went and cooked some snags for lunch on the barbie and, yeah.
So Karitunda Lake Eyre is filling fast, but it's about to be topped up with a vast amount of floodwater from yet another river. In a coming episode of Travel Oz, we'll get in front of those waters on the Cooper Creek as it flows down to the lake and meet an Outback character who shows us how this land is being flooded. Now to Victoria, Dandenong Market. Sarah Marie Cameron is there.
We're not in any fruit and veg hall. We are currently at Dandenong Market with over 150 nationalities under one roof. It includes more than 200 small businesses. And this isn't just a place to come and get your fruit and veg. You can connect with all of the small businesses here, some of which have been here for 3 to 4 generations. The Dandenong Market has been an integral part of the community since it opened in 1866, where you can explore, get what you need, including those hard to find options in the recipes.
King of the fruit and veggies is Jafar.
Jafar, you've been working at Kwandi since 2020. What do you love about working inside the Dandenong Market?
Well, about Dandenong Market, let me tell you before, Dandenong Market is a multicultural people here. Once you came here, you meet a lot of different people, and you will enjoy working here around. Share with the people, talking with the people, asking for the prices, chatting with the you come here at the fruit and vegetable market, it looks like you're talking with the fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
You love it, you enjoy it, you know.
We're in Sam's Spices, which has been here for 50 years, and they have every spice that you could ever want in every variation. I mean, we've got chili flakes, chili powder, Kashmiri chili, Korean chili. We've got a wall of spices and beyond. This place, trust me, you will find exactly what you are after. Kabul Kitchen is a special fixture at the Dandenong Market. Its owners, Ali and Mohammed, came to Australia as refugees and they wanted to create a place where you could enjoy authentic Afghan cuisine. Many people flock here every single week. In fact, their naan bread is their hero product and they sell more than 10,000 a week. Incredible. Truth be told, I've been coming to the Dandenong Market my entire life. I grew up in the area, so it only makes sense to meet up with my mum, Zara, here. Hi, Mum.
Hi.
You're just checking out the cheap meat?
I cannot believe the prices.
I know. We are at Jinfa and they have such a fantastic selection of meat, but I think what's blowing Mum away is the price, right?
Exactly. I can't believe rump steak, $18.99. I should have bought my coolie bag.
Yes, yes.
There are also tours you can take here, led by chef Tim Holland.
Tim, you're coming up on 7 years of leading the tours around the Dandenong Market.
Yeah.
That is such a fun job.
It's a great job. I love it. I mean, if you're a chef, it's exactly what you want to do, wander through a market like this.
And there's a couple of different tours that you can do.
Yep. You can do the street food tour or you can do the cook's tour, and they're very different. With the street food tour, you walk through the market and you try food from all over the world. We've got Filipino food, Sri Lankan food, Vietnamese food, handmade dumplings. It just goes on and on.
Yeah.
The cook's tour is where we go around, gather some ingredients, come back here and do a cooking session. So today we're doing a paella one. So you get to meet the traders, learn a few little cooking skills.
Unbelievable.
I cook, you eat.
Great.
I clean up.
As for bread, why not try the bakery known as Why Not?
It's so awesome when you come to the Dandenong Market because there's so many different cultures and ethnicities here, and then people can come here and get traditional Lebanese.
Oh, 100%, 100%. It's made my grandmother's recipe. Her motto was, never feed somebody something you cannot eat. So I go by that. Something I can eat, I can feed it. Something I'm not happy with, I don't feed it to anyone. So you're feeding people something you love. Being in the market, it's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
So you buy your breads, your groceries, your veggies, your fish, your meats, and you're out of here. Do you know what I mean? I can't complain, it's nice.
Market Square is where you can eat your way around the world. There are endless food options for so many people of all different dietaries, but one of the most popular places is the Sri Lankan street food. This looks unbelievable. Oh, how fantastic. Let's see what else we can find in here. Elham, I've heard that King of Falafels is the best place to come for falafels. Why is that?
Because it's homemade, and we have this business for 45 years, and we do everything fresh every day and very nice taste, and we do the spice too, everything from scratch.
I've never had fresh falafel before, but this is incredible. As you've seen, the Dandenong Market isn't just for your fruit and veg. It truly is an incredible multicultural hub, not just for the community around here, but for tourists as well. So next time you're coming to Melbourne, make sure you come down to the Dandenong Market.
Into the Victorian countryside now.
Well, if you're looking for the perfect place to wine, dine and stay, then Marnong might be the right place for you. Nestled just beneath the beautiful Macedon Ranges with acres of vineyards, this is the place to come for some incredible meals and, of course, some wine tasting.
There's just magic in the air here at Marnong Estate. About 45 minutes drive away from Melbourne CBD, not too far but not too close. Here is just another world away. Marnong Estate is so much more than just a winery. It is a tapestry of history, nature and craftsmanship. These vines, nurtured by the ground, cool breezes from the Macedon Ranges, produce great varieties like Shiraz, Chardonnay, Fiano, Sangiovese. Each bottle just tells a story of its own.
While Irene and Steph are focused on the vineyard and wines, Sarah Marie is checking out the rooms.
This is the luxury studio room. And while we're not too far out of Melbourne, some people do want to stay and enjoy the area. So if you just need a great bed with a beautiful view in the morning and some coffee and tea facilities, you can find it in here.
Then it's off for a walking tour of Marnong Estate.
How cool is this? Oh, I love that the camels are coming over.
They're great.
You know that they do a petting zoo here a couple of times a year?
Oh, I love that. It's such a great place to actually come with your family. There's wine for the adults, there's great food, and then you've got the camels.
then it's back indoors.
So Steph, we're off to the wine cellar where we're going to finally get to taste some of the incredible grapes on offer at Marnong.
I know, I'm so excited. It's very much Italian style making of the wine here. So let's go and try some of it.
Can't wait to taste it all.
Mim's story is showing us the wide variety of wines that are produced here.
What are we doing? What are we trying?
So we've grabbed a couple of different ones for you here. So these are some favourites, also a bit of diversity as well. So we've got our Prosecco Rosé, which is a beautiful little bubbly one. Then we've got a 2022 Fiano, nice bright high acidity, help cleanse the palate before we go into a wonderful Chardonnay, which is our 2023 vintage. And then finishing off with one of our new ones, so new release from just in the last week, so Sangiovese. Yep.
Beautiful.
So one of the best things that I think about wine myself is that it's so personal. Everybody likes something different. It's all about what you like. So we'll start off with the Prosecco Rosé. So as I mentioned, this one is the Prosecco grape called Glera, and then blended with some Pinot Meunier to add this beautiful red tone to that one as well. So as you can see in your glass, it's quite a moussey bubble. So the way this one's been fermented is a Chamat method, so in tank, to create a small bubble that kind of pops on your palate, essentially, and creates this beautiful creamy texture. So really going for that strawberries and cream.
Marnong Estate is also well known for its restaurant, La Veta. The executive chef here is Greg Feck.
La Veta is actually quite special. We sort of have La Veta as the flagship of the estate. So there's various dining options, but the one that the chefs sort of keep them on their toes is that we love to do the journey, which is very seasonal. But we like to pick things that aren't off the a la carte menu, so it gives the people something slightly different that they come in and enjoy in the dining room.
And they've got to let go. They can't choose necessarily.
Absolutely. You've got to put all the faith, all the trust in us. We've got this. I mean, the views here, like overlooking the Macedon Ranges, and it doesn't matter what the weather forecast is or whatever, it's very theatrical. It's like, it's so moody when the wind and all the rain sort of roll in. And then on a summer's day, you can look right out over the Macedon Ranges. It's absolutely stunning.
And if you're talking to a foodie, what would you say is a major difference for coming to La Veta over anywhere else?
I think it's all about attitude. I think we have a yes philosophy at La Veta. We're very humble in what we do. We've got very professional staff working on the floor. All the guys in the kitchen are absolutely amazing. They've actually been with me for years. My head chef's been with me for 12 years in some of my previous restaurants. My sous chef has been with me for 7 years. So we have a true understanding about what we want to produce and what we want to give. And the experience that we deliver, I think, is second to none.
And that ends our day in the beautiful Marnong Estate in the shadow of the awesome Macedon Ranges. Sydney's former GPO is a legendary landmark in the centre of Martin Place. No longer a post office, it's been converted into a luxury hotel from where Irene Jones and Steph Leung are reporting.
Irene and I are today at the Fullerton Hotel Sydney, located in the iconic GPO building. It marks its 150-year anniversary. Today, we get to explore luxury and heritage.
It's history in abundance as you explore this heritage-listed building. Irene's discovering some of its historic quirks.
The beautiful Fullerton Hotel, which has been standing here for 150 years, was originally designed by James Barnett. Now, what I love is this little clock, which was built in the 1830s to warn family and friends of the time so that they'd be able to meet there at the port and bring them into the heart of Sydney.
The GPO has seen so much in its long history, as Fullerton Hotel GM John O'Shea acknowledges.
150 years for this landmark GPO. It's been around for all of that time, through World War I, World War II, and it's really the iconic part and central part of Sydney. Working with the heritage people is a delight because we don't want to ruin or do any damage or anything we're not meant to be doing.
Yep.
But we work very, very closely with them in all of the aspects to protect that heritage, which is so strong in our hotel.
of the things I love about visiting the Fullerton here at the GPO is getting to see these incredible mailboxes that are over 150 years old. Now, this is exactly what it looked like. You can still use this as a working mailbox today. And what I find fascinating is just underneath our feet, that is where our mailroom workers used to work, right under the street. Vice Awards for Mega Venue. Tell me what that's all about.
Well, that was a very interesting award to win because that is mega venues, and we are a mega venue. We have 13 event spaces, including Sydney's largest pillarless ballroom.
What is it that you think that your customers keep returning to the Fullerton brand for?
Well, I think it's an iconic brand in a great location. I mean, One Martin Place, you are close to everything. You can get the light rail for $1 down to Circular Quay or all the way up to Chinatown or Randwick. And the theatre is just literally 100 metres away. And we are surrounded by luxury shopping.
One feature here is the bedroom once used by the postmaster.
Well, this is where the postmaster rests at night.
It's incredible. The four-poster bed looks so comfortable, beautiful king size, a nice sitting area and a TV. Again, creating another space in your suite to be able to relax and have a good night's sleep.
Then there's the staircase, so magnificent it starred in a major Hollywood film.
This is where the blockbuster movie Matrix was filmed.
Now, you might not see Keanu Reeves, but you will see this beautiful staircase, over 150 years old, with an incredible balustrade. Now, I know they've taken different segments of this staircase to make the movie, but how exciting to be able to visit it here at the Fullerton.
One tradition at the Fullerton Hotel is the high tea, as food and beverage manager Desmond Quay explains.
What we really look to do with this heritage high tea is to kind of bring a little bit of that history, culture of Sydney. You know, people forget the history of Sydney, you know, with all the modern buildings, the latest technology, you know, have you got 3G, 4G, 5G? The post office was such an iconic building in any city. You know, so you can imagine the Sydney GPO had so much history, so much news that were passed through. You know, we had weddings, funerals, birthdays, celebrations, all of those messages got passed through these buildings. What we're trying to focus here on the Fullerton itself is we're trying to move away from pretty food to tasty food. You know, I think we all have a culinary memory. You know, and that is something that is very iconic. I think what we're really focusing on here is that nostalgia, that memory, a little bit of that old world charm. You know, being in such a beautiful building like this, that's what we're really looking to focus on. And it's almost where we want time to stand still a little bit.
The Fullerton Hotel, preserving one of Sydney's most famous landmarks. We're down on the seashore in Melbourne, St Kilda to be exact, a scenic and healthy location to work out, as Irene Jones has been discovering.
St Kilda Pier has been a part of Melbourne since the late 1850s. It's recently been renovated and it's a great place for all Melburnians and tourists to come alike. You can see the seals, there are local restaurants and cafes. Today I get to meet Fit by the Figure, Danny Duncan, who is actually doing a great job with making sure that people stay fit and healthy whilst they're on holiday. So what I love is you can come out to St Kilda, have a great break, but also you're on Airbnb.
I am, yeah.
And we can actually hire you to do like a really good fitness session when you're on holidays.
Totally.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so you can hire me when you're on holidays because feeling good on holidays is so important. So you can do a fitness session with me, we can chat about nutrition, have a chat, so you can go on your way and then enjoy the holiday feeling refreshed and energised.
I love that. So then what about if I also want to eat healthy when I'm away?
Yes, well here in St Kilda there are so many beautiful options as well as so many fresh food markets and fresh fruit and veggie markets in Melbourne. So you've got lots of options so you can feel nourished, feel great while you're on holiday and enjoy the local side.
So Danny, you're also on an app.
Yes.
You've got the Figure app. Tell us a little bit about what that's about.
Yeah, so Fit by the Figure was born out of COVID actually, because we had only work out at home. And now people take it everywhere with them. I take my app on holiday because most of the workouts are home-based. You can use them in your hotel room, on the beach, in the park, wherever you are when travelling, as well as so many recipes, which you can make if you've got an Airbnb as well. You can make while you're there as well.
That is so important, I think, when you're travelling, you just want to chill out, relax, rest. And you do want to enjoy the beautiful scenery, so that app sounds perfect.
Absolutely.
The other thing I wanted to ask you is that you are a powerhouse mum, you have twins, you have 4 children, all under the age of 8.
Yes, under the age of 6.
Under the age of 6, so Harper is now 6.
Yes.
Oh, she's so gorgeous. How do you manage?
Yeah, well,
how do you do this?
I think part of that is actually looking after me. If I put me first and prioritise my health and fitness, I fill my cups and I can pour into their cup and my husband's as well without actually depleting me. And moving and eating well is so important a part of that as well.
And what I do notice is that you do move a lot with your kids and you come to beautiful places like this and you just enjoy some sunshine.
Totally, and they get involved as well, showing them that movement's so important and makes them happy as well.
Now for a touch of Greek cuisine and entertainment in Melbourne with Irene Jones.
For generations now, the Amandidis family have been one of the local fixtures here in Yarraville. Just located over the Westgate Bridge, Eleni's Kitchen and Bar was started by 2 beautiful granddaughters who had a love of their grandmother's cooking and wanted to turn that into an incredible tavern and cookbook.
Eleni's. It's as authentically Greek as you can get, and it's all driven by 2 sisters. We first spot one of them, Anatoly, up in the bar.
My name's Anatoly. I'm Terry's older sister, and I work mainly behind the bar upstairs, but tonight I've been on the floor downstairs, so I just support her with everything that she does for the restaurant.
That support includes publishing a cookbook of Grandma's favourite Greek recipes, as Natalie's sister Thierry explains.
What inspired this?
Just growing up with my yayas and papus and all the food and cooking that we enjoyed with them growing up over the years. So that's my inspiration behind the book.
So for those who don't know, yaya and papu are your grandparents.
Yes.
Very special, especially in Greek culture, because we're so intertwined with family and food, and that's what this place is all about, right?
Yeah, definitely. So for us, I mean, it's not just food. You always find yourself, and even when we're little and now especially, the whole point of Eleni's Kitchen here is that people can create memories over our food, and that's what lasts forever.
One big coup at Eleni's is the chef. Chef Christo has earned a formidable reputation as one of Melbourne's top chefs.
Bill, what made you come over here to work here?
Some friend of mine is here. It's working is here. Started the first 2-3 weeks the restaurant start, and he's called me. You know, you come is here. Most of the food is the recipes come from the old days. I'm working in Greece.
Next, we get to taste Chef Christo's delicious offerings.
Well, since we're here for tavern night, we have to do tavern banquet.
We do. I like this. There's a meze plate with tzatziki, tarama, melinzaro salata, olives. Oh, beautiful. Oh, calamari and a meat platter. Oh, and then a galokto buriko and baklava.
Not only food, there's Greek entertainment, starting with belly dancer Carla.
Tell us, your belly dancers, how does it get the crowd going and how is it related to the traditions of Elena's Taverns Night?
Middle East people, they love belly dancing. They grow up with belly dancers. They love dancing, and we are here just to make their night amazing.
And get everybody dancing.
Yeah.
All that belly dancing cries out for a genuine Greek band.
So Didi, you are the band leader of Aitos and you are here at Eleni's. How often do you play?
2 times a month.
2 times a month. And what type of Greek music do you think that people want to hear the most when they come?
Well, we play a variety of songs of Cyprian's Greek songs, and especially Zorpo the Greek.
Climax of tonight, a vibrant Greek tradition, smashing plates, signifying new beginnings and warding off evil spirits. Eleni's, Greek as it gets. In our next episode of Travel Oz, Cape York. Susan Elliott takes us on a road trip way north. She'll meet real characters and experience places that most Aussies never get to see. In the meantime, I'm Greg Granger. Happy travels.